Today we are going to discuss the Bond coat of arms. But before we get started, we wanted to let you know that we offer genealogy research service at our website. Please visit us at coadb.com. First coat of arms to discuss belonged to Simon Bond, alive in the year 1356, citizen of London. John Bond, alive in the year 1285. Barry Wavy of 6, argent and azure, on a chief sable, 2 leopards passant of the first between as many anchors oar. This was from London, England. The armiger or the person it was granted to is not stated, but I believe it is possibly William Bonde, alive in the year 1513, a shipbuilder to King Henry VIII. Coat of arms of Nicholas Bond of Freston in the county of Suffolk. He was alive in the year 1320. He was granted a piece of land in Thurlestone. Next we have the coat of arms of Sir George Bond, born 1534. He was Lord Mayor of London, Sheriff of London, and Alderman of Walbrook, a native of Somerset, and a younger son of William Bond of Buckland, and a younger brother of William Bonde, Alderman and Sheriff of London. He married Winifred Leigh and had issue Thomas Bond, a member of Parliament for Launceston and Southampton, and William Bond, an alderman. The arms of Bond of Peckham, Surrey. The Bond baronetcy of Peckham in the county of Surrey was created in the baronetage of England in 1658 for Sir Thomas Bond, comptroller to the household of Queen Henrietta Maria. There was Sir Henry Bond, who died in 1721, the second baronet, who represented Portlington in the Irish House of Commons. The title became extinct on the death of the fourth baronet, Sir Charles Bond, in 1767. Also the arms of Bond of Earth near Saltash, County Cornwall. William Bond, alive in the year 1620, was son of William Bond, grandson of William Bond, the great-grandson of Richard Bond. Also, the arms of Bond of Holwood in Cornwall. Thomas Bond, born around the year 1584 of Holwood, was son of William Bond of Holwood and the grandson of Thomas Bond of Saltash, and the great-grandson of Richard Bond of Saltash. Here we have Bond of Newland in Gloucester. Eleanor Bond, only daughter and heir of the late George Bond, Esquire of Newland in County Gloucester, who died in the year 1777. She married in the year 1809. Here we have James Bond, the Bond baronetcy of Coulamer or Coulamber in County Longford, was created in the baronetage of Ireland in 1794 for Sir James Bond, who represented Naas in the Irish House of Commons and was the son of Reverend James Bond, minister at Corboy. The title became extinct on the death of the second baronet, Sir Thomas Bond, in 1823. Francis Bond, Esquire of Bodmin, Cornwall, died 1699, president of the council in Jamaica in 1696, son or relative of Dennis Bond, Esquire of Luton, a member of Parliament for Weymouth. Here we have Bond of Cowberry, Walford, and Hereford. Richard Bond of Cowberry and of the province of Ulster had daughter and heiress who married Gabriel Hanger in 1742. Also Bond of Redbrook and Gloucester, Christopher Bond, born 1536. He inherited the principal family estate at Redbrook and had son Richard Bond. Later there was George Bond, who bought Upper Redbrook Farm in 1642, and later there was Richard Bond, Sheriff of Hereford, in 1722. And here we have Bond found in a heraldic roll dated in the year 1470, likely a relative of the previous family, perhaps their ancestors. The arms of John Bond of Coventry, born around the year 1485, member of Parliament, first son of Thomas of Coventry. John Bond of Coventry in Warwick was grandfather of Thomas Bond of Ward End. Later there was Joseph A. Bond, Esquire of Polesworth. Sable of Azure for Thomas Bond of Grettingham in Suffolk, alive in the year 1361. And for Robert Bond of Beauchamp Haish in Somerset, alive in the year 1431, son of Robert Bond of Earth, St. Stephen's. Bond of Grange and Lutton in Dorset, who descended from Dennis Bond of Lutton, born 1500, son of William Bond of Harringston and Lutton. There was also Dennis Bond, born 1588, English politician who sat in the House of Commons. He was the son of John Bond of Lutton and the grandson of Dennis Bond of Lutton, who died in 1560. Dennis Bond had 3 sons: John Bond, Master of Trinity Hall in Cambridge; Samuel Bond, a Member of Parliament; and Nathaniel Bond of Creech Grange, who we'll talk about on the next slide. Bond of Creech Grange in the Isle of Purbeck in County Dorset. Nathaniel Bond, Esquire of Lutton, born in the year 1634, was a descendant of Robert Bond of Lutton, who died in 1459, and purchased the Creech Grange estate in 1690. He was succeeded by his son, Dennis Bond, Esquire, who was succeeded by his nephew, John Bond, who had descendant Reverend Nathaniel Bond, born 1804. Here we see Creech Grange. Next we have Dr. Nicholas Bond, born 1540, an English churchman and academic who was president of Magdalen College at Oxford, County Oxford, a native of Lincolnshire. Coat of arms as borne by James Bond, alive in the year 1598, son of John Bond of Thorpe, who died in 1578, who was said to be sergeant of the Buckhounds to Queen Elizabeth, who was the nephew of William Bond, gentleman, household servant, and clerk of the Green Cloth to King Henry VIII, who leased land in a manor at Thorpe, County Surrey, in the year 1514. Anthony Bond, citizen and scrivener of London, perhaps a brother of John Bond of Thorpe. Next we have Bond of Ireland, Crest and ostrich's head between 2 branches of palm and orley. Now the grantee wasn't stated on this. I wasn't able to find it. I wrote down here one possibility is Wensley Bond, who was Dean of Ross, but that's just a guess. Next, Henry Francois de la Bande, born 1652, of Normandy, France. He was Lord of Hiberville, Thorigny, and Saucy, son of Joachim de la Bande, king's advisor, and the grandson of Pierre de la Bande, a king's advisor and a coiner, who died in 1661. Charles Francois de la Bande, born 1653, he was Marquis of Iberville and a French ambassador to Britain. Next we have several from Bond of Denmark. Looks like I have some names written down here. Ignore those. There's several in a row from Denmark, and I wasn't able to find the grantee. This is the first. This is the second, third, and fourth. Next we have Carl Bond, born 1581. He was a baron of Lihella parish in Finland, ennobled as a baron in Sweden in 1651, the son of Philip Bond. He had several issue, including Gustav Bond, seen here, born 1620, counselor and treasurer. The family descended from a knight named Tord Bond, alive in the year 1328. Carl Bond, born 1648, was made a Count of Sweden in 1695. He had son Gustav Bond. Oh no, he was son of Gustav Bond, and he had son Gustav Bond, who was a counselor. And here we see Carl Bond and Gustav Bond. Next we have Bond of Swaf-Westholm. Claes or Klaus Bond, born 1664, was created a count in Sweden in 1719. Here we see his likeness. And here's the family estate around the turn of the 19th century, I believe. And if you enjoyed this video, please visit us at coadb.com, link in the description. Thank you very much.